In the third step of this inquiry, you are helping your students to find the answers to their inquiry questions. And so, what we did when we were investigating Milo, which I believe is how you say her name, the drummer from Cuba, is we first talked about like what is the kind of answer that we're hoping to share with the world. So, what is the way we want to let people know about this musician? We said, is really a paragraph the best way to go? Would it be an interview? Is there a way to really share music? What would be the best way to do that? And I think it's important to help our young learners think about the proper medium for a message, right? So, not always drawing a picture, not always writing a sentence. Sometimes it's using our voice. And so, I think it's really important in your own classroom to have that discussion that gives students a voice as to the best way to tell the stories that they want to tell. So the next thing that we did, this is a little bit of kicking off the research. There's not much on these postcards at all, just a little bit to go on. So obviously internet research was something we had to do in our case. And I just want to say, as the teacher, something to think about is what is the language you use? Thinking about identifying categories of thinking, right? So opportunities and obstacles. What were opportunities that Milo had? She learned to play music. She had this great talent, but what were some obstacles in her way? She faced sexism, right? Which maybe isn't a word you use with a fourth grader, but certainly it's quite clear that that was an obstacle that was in her way. So that's just a way to frame some thinking. I would say that children are curious, right, about challenging topics, and it's important to be able to give them the tools to think critically. If we want them to be curious about diversity and excited about inquiry, this is how we do it. I also think it's important to show that you value empathy. Empathy is really the most, I think, important thing we learn from learning from different perspectives. And I also think that this tool, this Courageous Conversation Compass, is a really powerful tool that I use with middle schoolers a lot, just to stop and think about what we've learned and how it's impacting our thinking. Are we feeling something about this? Are we in a thinking space like we need to know more? Is this challenging our beliefs, or is there some way we really want to take action? And I think this would really relate well to an elementary level audience as well.